justice for all.
Hello, and welcome to this edition of Mornings. I'm Maddie Heilweil.
And I'm Carlos Puentes. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, and E-Day here at North Penn High School. Mr. Broomball is here to test your knowledge on Star Trek.
Hey, welcome to this week's Broomball Challenge. Here's a question for some enterprising Trekkies. Are you ready? Here goes. What was the name of the original starship in Star Trek? The answer when we get back.
The 11th grade honor students took place in the 3rd annual Lit Fest. Tiffany Liebel has the story.
Lit Fest, emceed by Kevin Monero, is a unique opportunity for 11th grade honors English students to show off their knowledge.
We think it's really important for our students to kind of see how what we learn in the classroom can be applied other places. And it's also really amazing to see them get excited about the literature, about competing against one another, about showing off their talents. And we really thought that this was a great venue for students to be able to show how smart they are and all of the talent that they do have.
This event was created by Ellen McKee, an 11th grade English teacher at North Penn High School.
She started the Vocabulary Bowl, and she thought it would be really cool to have something for our honors students, so she decided on Lit Fest, and we were able to get a grant through the North Penn Foundation, which has really helped us to make the event really great.
Teachers brought their students down to the auditorium to show off their superior knowledge in an attempt to win the Lit Fest trophy.
So we have 4 teachers. It's me, Mr. Kevin Monero, Ms. Danielle O'Reilly, and Mrs. Megan Schmidt, and all of us have 3 sections of honors. So it's close to 350 students who participate. So the first thing that happens during Lit Fest is that the teachers open it up with dramatic readings from literature that's important to them. And then students give dramatic readings of the literature. Then we also have an art contest, and then finally we round it out with the Knowledge Bowl, where each class competes against the others to show their prowess in their knowledge of what we've read so far this year. It was really an amazing experience to see over 300 kids excited and loud about literature, and it's just one of the best days of the school year in my opinion, even though Kevin Monero won.
Reporting for North Penn Television, I'm Tiffany Liebel.
Here's a recap from last week's ICC Volleyball tournament. North Penn News reporter Mike Ramo has the story.
Let's go! SGA held their annual ICC Volleyball tournament.
So the ICC Volleyball Tournament is a tournament that the SGA holds every single year. We get all the clubs together. This year we had 24 clubs to compete for one spot. And the victor of this tournament gets to choose one charity, and $500 is donated to it. It's a great event. We get all the clubs together. We get to play a little volleyball and also give money to charities.
Before playing in their games, all the teams warmed up in the boys' gym, while intense games were being held in the girls' gym. But unfortunately, not everyone could come out as a winner.
We are the FCCLA Club, the Family Career Community Leaders of America, and we lost, but we had so much fun, and it was a great night, and we laughed a lot, so it was good.
And the last 2 teams were the chess team and the FBLA team. And they fought hard, however, FBLA won it at the end, and the $500 will go to the charity of their choosing. So congrats to the FBLA.
Reporting for North Penn TV, I'm Mike Ramo.
Something's different in this week's episode of Fitness with Fluck and Fry.
Good morning and welcome to Fitness with Fluck.
And Daywall.
Mr. Fry is out today, so we have the wonderful Ms. Daywalt to help us out today. Now it is freezing outside, Ms. Daywalt, which is why I'm happy that we are inside.
Me too, but I really can't wait to get outside. You know, in just 2 weeks, it's going to be daylight savings times, which means we'll have a lot more daylight to go outside and do some physical activity in.
Absolutely. I think one of the big mistakes that people make is that they think that working out has to be inside in a gym or a fitness center. But when it is lovely outside, get outside. There are a number of activities that you can do out there. Ms. Daywalt, what are some of your favorite outdoor activities?
I happen to hate working out in a gym. I love exercising outside. I live near a wonderful facility called the Farm Park in Norristown. It's about 30 miles of outdoor hiking and walking trails, and I walk and jog there as many days a week as I possibly can. So I cannot wait for this cold weather to break to get back outside.
Absolutely, Ms. Daywalt. So remember, when it gets nice, get outside and get exercising. Do something fun. Take your dog for a walk, or be like Matt Schultz and go surfing like a total bro. Thank you for tuning in this week to Fitness with Fluck and
Daywalt. Thank you very much. Take care.
Dan Sardero is here with the Night Crier update.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Night Crier update. I'm Dan Sardero. This past week, the artists and photographers from North Penn who make those masterpieces received an opportunity to attend the PSEA Touch the Future show at Arcadia University. Make sure to check out the full list of winners on our site. Also, read up on our Throwback Thursday stories, where we take a look at old yearbooks to see what North Penn life was like years ago. And look out for our story about the infamous prom dress shopping season, where one of our writers takes an approach to the struggle to find just the right one. And last week, the Keystone Press Awards awarded Night Crier Best High School News Website in the state, and awarded our writers numerous other individual awards. Don't forget to visit our webpage, nightcrier.org, for all news North Penn related. And you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Dan Sardero. This has been the Night Crier Update.
Mr. Wilson is back with this edition of I Know Funny.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Wilson. Time for the joke of the day. This morning's joke comes from sophomore Jin Amori. Hope you enjoy it. What did the cell say to his sister when she stepped on his toe? Mitosis. I'm Mr. Wilson. That was the joke of the day.
At the District 1 Swimming Championships held at LaSalle University, both the North Penn Knights and Maidens brought back titles as champions of District 1. Noted among the major accomplishments at the meet was Liam Kelly as the champion for the 50-yard freestyle and Thomas Contrubus for winning the 100-yard breaststroke. The Knights won the championship by attaining the highest total points ever for the Knights swim team at a district final.
Let's go to Mr. Ramsey to learn about this week's weekly word.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Ramsey, and this is the Weekly Word. So I gotta tell you, I've got this word inside and it just wants to come out, so, all right, so here it is, catharsis. Oh, that's so much better. All right, well, that one's actually a dedication to Mr. Jones. He asked for that word, and catharsis means a purging or expulsion of something. It could be an emotional purging, psychological, spiritual, dare I say it, even biological. But the usual meaning is the release of tension or the cleansing transformation of emotions, perhaps from a negative to a positive or something like that. Especially the purging or purification of one's emotions through interaction with a piece of art. It could be music that goes right to your emotions, or it could be, in drama or literature, through story and through our identification with the characters and our vicarious experience of what they're going through, we experience a cathartic release of our emotions. So folks, let it all out there, and we'll see you next week on The Weekly Word.
Mr. Monero is here to talk with Mr. O'Shea about some senior fundraising.
Good morning, North Penn High School. Well, Mr. Shea is going to be having a leprechaun cathartic moment eventually, but before I get to Mr. Shea, who was late getting down here today, I have two other announcements to talk about. First of all, tonight is the college fair at North Penn High School. Going online and looking up schools is all good and well, but sometimes you have to actually have a conversation with somebody face to face. So the college fair is a great opportunity. There's 150 colleges, universities, military outfits, you name it, everybody's here. So far, the college fair is still on. Listen to announcements this afternoon for any kind of weather changes, but 7 o'clock in the gym tonight, college fair. And, Mr. Shea, big basketball fan that you are.
I am.
The girls' basketball team opens up state playoffs on Friday night at Wyoming Area High School against Pittston. So take a ride up to Northeast Pennsylvania. It's beautiful this time of year, and you can check out girls' state playoff action. Now, for you, Mr. Shea.
Yes.
How are you today, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. I mean, I really appreciate the anchors throwing that little extra Irish into the name. It's actually Shea, not O'Shea, but it was very clever on his part.
It must be the beard, okay?
It is.
They must have assumed, okay? Carlos Puentes did not know, but now he knows. Bet you didn't know that. Now he did. All right, Mr. Shea is going to help us with a fundraiser here at North Penn High School, trying to raise money for senior awards. So the concept is pretty simple. Basically, you're going to have an opportunity to donate money, and for every $100 that we are able to raise towards senior awards, what are you going to do, Mr. Shea?
I'm going to be dressed up as a leprechaun, and I'm going to sit in an open area within the school.
Yes. So as you can tell, dressing up as a leprechaun is not going to take that much for him because he resembles one slightly already. He was going to wear his hat today, but it's in need of repair, apparently.
It's on the mend. It's on the mend.
So in addition to that, you also might do some shenanigans.
Yes, if we reach a certain plateau for different plateaus, like for instance, if we reach $1,000, I will do a full belly flop off of the diving board in the actual leprechaun costume.
All right, so it's going to come up on St. Paddy's Day. He'll be somewhere prominently displayed as a leprechaun, hopefully all day long. So all you got to do is raise $800, and he's got a full day on display. He might even have some little gold coins to hand out or something like that if we can work that out.
Yeah, there was a rumor that might happen.
Okay, so shenanigans and Shea as a leprechaun. Look for donations in the cafeteria coming up soon, coming up for St. Paddy's Day. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say, Mr. O'Shea?
No, just looking forward to it.
Okay.
Can't wait for it.
Go get him, Shea. Have a great day, North Penn, and go to the college fair tonight if it doesn't snow. Back to the desk.
Spring is just around the corner. Let's take a look at this question of the week.
Readers water ice. Running track.
Lacrosse season.
Softball season.
Spring itself.
Hanging out with our friends.
Spring break.
Fishing.
I'm looking forward towards the military ball for the JROTC.
Flowers.
Dancing in the rain.
The smell of fresh cut grass.
Hanging out with friends. Yay.
Not caring about grades after college acceptances.
My Speedo. Walking my cats. Obviously, upgrading my swag.
Tanning.
Graduation.
Here's the answer to this week's Broomball Challenge.
The answer to this week's Broomball Challenge is not the Starship Enterprise. Rather, it is the Starship Yorktown. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Broomball Challenge.
The winner of this week's Broomball Challenge is Mr. Gillespie.
Just a reminder that the Science Olympiad is selling North Penn Night glow-in-the-dark wristbands in the cafeteria this week for $2.
Also, a reminder for sophomores and juniors that the college fair is tonight at 7 p.m. here at the gym. That's all for this edition of Mornings. I'm Carlos Puentes.
And I'm Maddie Hyavile. Have a wonderful day.